All right. Life of a cinematographer. Now we rolling audio. Actually, to make sure the that mic open on the switcher.
Yeah, I have it open.
All right. So, welcome to another episode of Tool for Cartoons. You're wondering, bro, are you Luigi or are you a Ghostbuster? I'm both. After I went down Luigi's mansion, the Ghostbusters reached out. I was like, fam, you got to join the service. So I was just tired of being a plumber. And I was like, let me be a full-time Ghostbuster. Because I'm trying to have my own identity. This ain't a Mario show, this the Luigi show. Welcome to Tool for Cartoons.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire!
Watching cartoons separates you from others.
You're wondering, where's the rest of the crew? I wondering the same thing too. So, Archie supposed to be on the way and Gabe called out sick, but guess what? I knew to being a one-man show, and you hear those laughters in the background. We got people in the back, but they ain't want to be on camera, so that's fine. But let me start the show off with a story. I saw this guy, the security guard, and I keep on forgetting to get his name. He was at GomCon, and he was saying he's such a fan. He can't wait till another episode of Tool for Cartoons drop. And as of this recorded, we got another episode we're going to record tomorrow with Kiki and Squid. But I was like, brother, hold on, bro. I about to feed the streets with 2 episodes back to back, a Tool for Cartoons. But since the start of the year, and the community announcements was being our words mean things around the facts. We got nominated, guys, for 2 Elevation Awards. Well, in the same category twice for Vlog of the Year, even though I ain't getting into that. But Everything Cool and When Mother Sick has been nominated in... I need to stop hitting this. Everything Cool and When Mother Sick has been nominated for... in the Vlog of the Year category. Great achievement.
That's it. And enter applause.
Yeah, we put an applause there. We got a special thing. Actually, I don't think I made a speech about it yet. Well, I think I did. Well, not a PG, we got to give a great round of applause to PG Giovanni of Bristol.
What did I do?
Without his impact for a majority of Everything Cool, we wouldn't have got to 100 episodes. We had Rev. I watched something about... Literally, I went back and watched how Valentine's Day passed. I watched the dating show again. And I was like, bro, we was cutting no movies inside Rev place, bro.
Real.
Like, pandemic time, 2020, 2021, we had that place rocking. So, even though I don't record Everything Cool as much as before, and PG sort of slid over to Tool for Cartoons because this more in the vein of what we was really be getting into and the different characters. Mm-hmm. So shout out still. So hopefully next year we get Tool for Cartoons nominated in the podcast of the year. Right. And all awards. Because back to the security guard, he was like, dog, you really famous, I say, wait, who you is, bro? I was like, hey, famous. I'm like, because people always like, dog, I see you on the internet. Or they just meet me from there. But your face look familiar, bro. I see you on the internet. And I'm like, probably from the podcast, bro. Mm-hmm. And he was like, you famous. You be everywhere. You be at GomCon. And I was like, oh, I remember who you is. I was like, you approached me after like a panel or whatever. We stopped, like, we was talking about like anime and TV shows and movies for like a good 20 minutes. I gonna go pick up some food very quick. So I say, dog, don't worry, bro. More Tool for Cartoons coming. They feed in the streets, you see. So, on April, I believe the Elevation Award, April 5th, Elevation Awards, we be in there. Kool-Aid got nominated too.
That's it. What do you get nominated for?
People's Choice.
Nice.
So, we gonna be in there like swimwear. But let's get to this piece of resistance. In the back, I'm the awesome godfather, the son of the sun, Jussie Summer. And here, even though we cut to the wide count, I know where everybody is.
Empty studio. It's been ever so quiet.
Yeah.
For this first portion of the show.
For the first portion of the show, we ain't got to fight over who talking when or whatever. Like, who's going to come sit here? Actually, I realize my chair's super low. But I know who coming to sit here, but we can figure it out. Mm-hmm. But we do have people in the building. We have the mystical, magical. Any nickname you want?
I'm Claire Bear.
She's Claire Bear. So we have Claire Bear in the building. We summoned her on the pirate episode.
Yes.
And she thought we was joking. And we wanted her to come back when we was doing pirates again. Because we did a pirate panel at GomCon. Mm-hmm. And as of this recording, I submitted to have a panel at a international con. Hopefully we get it. So we get some free passes, and then we all of us could take a trip to that con. Florida SuperCon is a con I'm talking about, right there in Miami. So you ain't gotta say, you gotta do all these different things, bro. That's a 45-minute flight, and you leave Friday and come back either Sunday afternoon or Monday morning. So yeah. So we have Claire Bear, and then we have, would you call yourself?
I don't want that name on record.
Oh, man. Miss, I don't want that name on the record. I think it was Almighty Spoo or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. I gotta go check the chats. We also got another special co-host who been on many episodes of not Two for Cartoons. Everything Cool back in the day, between 2019 and 2021. We got the Almighty Spoo in the building. I'm gonna give her name because she didn't get embarrassed within this month. But so, you know. All right. So after we dived into community announcements, I want to get into the topic for today. So as you see, I'm wearing that retro wear.
Let's get a fuller look of it. There we go.
Let me stand up. You see the whole bodysuit. Mm-hmm. Now the bodysuit sort of hiding the little guns or whatever. We didn't want to get people sweating and things. So we could keep everything concealed. But today we're going to talk about nostalgia. And why I want to talk about this is like, wait, Hollywood, we've always been talking about how Hollywood reuses ideas. Like, you know, like, can y'all get an original idea? And what sparked this, me having this thought is like seeing the new Superman trailer. And then seeing the Fantastic Four trailer too. A lot of it uses a little bit, especially Fantastic Four, that retro futurism. Mm-hmm. You know, Superman sort of have like a modern taste, but still feel that retro futurism still. And it's like, okay, these are refreshing things that we see, but why are they keep on coming up every couple of years? Mm-hmm. When you're looking for new shows, it's always either, especially the movies, it's always some rehashing a thing. Like someone told me, oh, what part this is, you know, they have a live action How to Train a Dragon.
I see that coming out, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, bro,
right.
This series just come out 10 years ago. How y'all get to live action already?
Right.
Y'all got 4 movies.
I saw that already.
Y'all got 4 movies and a TV show. How y'all have a live action? I'm like, y'all literally running out of ideas. Mm-hmm. So we gonna get to this point after we argue for over a couple days. But for everybody, what is nostalgia to you? Claire, where you go first?
I gotta go first?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's going back to my childhood. In the mic, maybe it's like revisiting my childhood, the food I used to eat, the places I used to go. Like, you guys remember the old Pizza Hut?
Yeah, on Cable Beach.
It's not the same.
Oh, Cable Beach or off of Maki Street.
Yeah. Like, we used to have the nice deep dish pizza. Now it's like this flat, dry bread. Like, what's going on?
Well, Pizza Hut ain't even here no more because they closed out all the Pizza Huts 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago, right? Yeah. But like, it's not the same.
Wow. Yeah.
A lot of things aren't the same.
Right.
But it's like, I feel like, I remember when I was in high school, Pastor Sans was saying, I think we was asking him why we We don't use no modern songs. And he was like, bro, the kids don't buy the fair tickets. The adults do. And adults like commercials would remind them of when they were children. So he's playing on, we always use a lot of 70s and 80s music for the ads. I just like, okay, the nostalgia. Because different, whether it be a movie, music, something that is definitive of that particular time. When we see it, we have an instant rush to it, that point in time when those whatever good feelings occur. So that special sweet spot between when we were children towards high school, towards college, whatever happened in that time period, when we see it years later and reminisce back, it's always you don't really remember the bad times too much, but you always remember how good you felt in that moment.
Yeah,
it could be a song. Even it could be a heartbreak song. Let's say you had a bad breakup when you was 15 and you was playing this song. That song playing now, you don't even feel bad, but it's like
it takes you back.
Yeah, it takes you back. It's like, babe, remember when this first came out? What also is like what like certain things. What happened recently? There's something happened recently where it was like, I use a good example. So like obviously y'all know the Super Bowl happened and the whole Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. Yep. But it's like, I was going back in their old catalog and I was like, I remember I discovered one of his old Kendrick song and I was like, bro, I had average shows since 2012 and I remember using the walk in the school, walk in the class, studying for exams. And that took me way back just hearing that again, or like, certain artists, like even Drake music, where I was like, I can vividly remember like when Take Care came out, I was at UB. I was studying for a class and I think, I was trying to register and it came out that night and I was listening to it, waking up 2-3 o'clock in the morning and listening to it the first time. And I was like, okay, this is different. And everybody was like, wait, so whatever. Or when Nothing Was the Same came out, because it came out like 2 years later around the same time, like that same fall time. And it was snowing outside in Atlanta and it was cold out and the music matched the mood, like, So it's things like that. But I guess, why do we yearn for those times?
Because it was better times. The world is back now. So straight up, it was better times. I think that's exactly why we yearn for those times. Where everything was more legit, authentic, more.
But was it really authentic, or we just have revisionist history, bro?
I think it was, because, like we say, even though history does repeat itself, around those times, or at least around the era where nostalgia is for me, which is the 90s, everybody, I shall give away my age on this. The 90s, early 2000s is my nostalgia era. Everything wasn't repeated around that time. But that was like one of the time periods where everything wasn't necessarily
was more like original.
Right, everything was a little bit more original.
Like the 80s and 90s, but mainly the 90s, I think, was the pinnacle for a lot of
was
stuff.
The pinnacle, but like a brand new music genre was finding its foot in rap. Rap came out in the 80s, but then it was really getting defined.
Yeah, that the 90s is the golden era where it was like.
And then one of my favorite things, video games. Video games crashed in the 80s. Video games is out from a long time from before that, but it didn't really find its footing, honestly, until the 90s. Like a lot of things didn't find its footing, even if it wasn't new. If it being out like in the 80s or maybe cusp 70s, a lot of things didn't find their footing until the 90s.
Yeah, because even the cartoon networks like Nickelodeon, Disney, Cartoon Network, Toonami, a lot of how kids' toys were sold, the merchandising, the easy accessibility to different pieces of technology. Because even when you bleed into the 2000s, it's like 2000s was somewhat like weird to where it didn't have an identity.
Right.
So it was like 90s extended, early 2000s, and then it started to try to switch around 05, 06.
Yeah.
To where it was like, okay, we trying to find this thing. And then in the 2000s, they was pulling from a lot of different decades, like the 80s or whatever, fashion-wise or whatever. So, and I think we still, even the 2010s, did the 2010s y'all feel like it had its own identity?
It did.
Why you say
It
that?
did. Music wise, also.
You think
Because that's
so?
when we got Drake's, right? Like, we got Drake was really popping around that time, too, right?
Yeah, but almost like Drake came out from '07. And that's how long I've been like
But
'07.
he pivoted like 2010.
No, his pivot musically didn't happen until Views came out in 2016. I feel like the back half of 2010s was like different because that, like, for me, what it was a staple of the 2010s is like around 2015 and 2017 when everybody caught on this entrepreneurial wave. Everybody wanted to be their own boss. A lot of new businesses that are around now started between that time or whatever. So
True.
that sort of like, set in tone thing of, but half of Drake's career streaming wasn't even around. So Spotify and Apple Music streaming started like 2014. So like most of his catalog or whatever. But I would label it 2010s as a social media boom. Because I was on Facebook and Twitter from 08, 07. Twitter 29, but like when Instagram and Instagram and Vine.
Yeah.
And what's that? Yeah, Vine came out. Then Instagram was just trying to catch up because TikTok didn't blow until the pandemic. Then you had Snapchat era, that 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just was like the whole way is to where you have the influencer, the content creator come about to where people are trying to figure out how to monetize their brands. They're not famous for anything but what they post from, like, they didn't have a studio behind them to make them famous. So I would say it's identified by that. But like the 2000s was more so like the changing of the guard to where trying to figure out where we're going to go. But what was reminiscent about the 2000s era was the whole waking up and VH1 playing.
Yeah, babe. One is sick.
Like, because like, the D'Angelo Ball, like when he came up with that song, I must swerve in that corner, whoa. And that go back to my point, people still, well, that's Nelly's sound, but again, you 20 years later biting nostalgia from the past, they ain't really creating nothing new. So, but yeah, but why do we feel nostalgia? Why do we feel nostalgia? Is it out of comfort, escapism, connection to childhood? How does nostalgia make us feel good? Dopamine, the emotional connection to familiar things. I would always say I had a good childhood.
Yeah, me too. I think, as you mentioned, it's more so escapism, really. Escapism, which makes you feel comfort. I mean, because with everything, once again, going on in the world and stuff like that, a nice slice of nostalgia pie is what the doctor prescribes, honestly. They're trying to say, you go back to that time when you could vividly remember what was happening around the times of those things that was happening when you doing whatever. And you just get that warm feeling again. That's if you, like you said, if you had a good childhood. If your childhood sucked and all those stuff didn't really matter, then fortunately for you, but.
Yeah, because the great thing is, right, what I noticed too, even like let's take for instance some the old NBA jerseys like the Vancouver Grizzlies or the Toronto Raptors, right?
Or the Nuggets.
Oh yeah, with the rainbow, whatever. At the time, people would say, "Oh, these are ugly designs," but because they retro now, it's like, "Wait, these fire." Like, So again, the role revisionists or whatever, or bodies of work or different ideas that was done in the time period. When you look back on it, it's either looked in a good kind of light or a bad kind of light. So it's like, it's a weird thing. That's why these people say if you live long enough, things happen.
And then the creativity back then too, honestly, because right now everything feels so drab and dead inside, honestly, if you really look at certain things, right?
Yeah.
Just with that reference with the jerseys just now, like everything just kind of monochrome and straight.
Yeah, because there's no individuality.
Right, ain't no individuality.
Yeah.
Even back then, just like Claire mentioned, like even going to Pizza Hut, it was a vibe, babe. Like you felt a vibe going to those places. One of the biggest examples of that is if you look at McDonald's back then and McDonald's now.
Oh, you talking about the playpen and
Yeah, they had a
Dude.
whole playpen. Now look at McDonald's.
yeah,
McDonald's
Burger King
ugly,
used to have
bro.
one too.
McDonald's ugly, bro. I saw one meme and it was like, it looked like McDonald's gone under depression over the last couple of years. Like it just and that's true, right? Because when you really look at the old McDonald's,
Do you think when they try to make everything look so modernistic and like futuristic that it takes away from the nostalgic nature of the business too?
Yes and no. Because I've been in the new Wendy's today.
or the one in Oaksville where they
Yeah.
take over everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they basically they knocked down the old one and then
Yeah.
they put Popeyes and Wendy's in the box.
Right.
Everybody, when I go into a lot of newer homes, everybody has like a similar minimalistic style to where
Correct.
it's the walls sort of white or eggshell.
Right.
There's open space. The the furniture colors are monochromatic, and then the furnishing on the wall is like, well, no, the floors be like this. It look like a deck wood.
Yeah,
like it
I know
ain't the
exactly
square
what you
Those
mean.
tile.
wooden
Yeah.
tiles,
It's
right?
more like the rectangular tiles or whatever.
Right.
And then the flooring and even in the bathrooms, the tilings and the small cube tiles. So now you can tell the difference when if a home in the Bahamas is built in the 90s or whatever versus built within the last 15 years. Because the whole like the core and how the walls get poured and everything, even if you do concrete, it's all completely different. Now I like the minimalistic style for my home because I want
Yeah.
an big open space versus because I feel like a lot of us had a big problem with this too. With a lot of their older rooms, especially that bridge suite, you could tell and which year that was decorated and put together. Because just by the patterns on the couch and how the room is laid out.
Yeah.
So, or some of the old rooms in the corridor, it's like, bro, this look like LA 80s chic just by all these vivid patterns. But again, you know, it's a style. So I wouldn't want my home to look crowded with all these thick drapes and things like that. Because, okay, for instance, a good example is, and if this was a regular house, it'll have a 3-layer drapes versus if you go to minimalistic home, it's basically this one drape.
Yeah.
One curtain.
Lines and
Yeah.
whatever, and that's it, bro. Or whatever. And then
agree.
you have
Like-
some a potted plant in the corner. And then it's like, it ain't as cluttered as them big couches and this mantle protruding, this and all this other stuff. So, you know. I think, wasn't it was one restaurant we gone to one time on our key.
Oh, the Busch Garden.
The Busch
My
Garden.
God.
Bro,
That's
you
fresh,
go,
right? I ain't
you
gonna-
have been inside
It's
there before?
a
I've been
jungle
there
in
before.
there.
That's fresh.
Yes. I was like, like grass. Like,
was a real
it's like you.
I feel like I was in the jungle.
Yeah. I was like, y'all really put a lot into this, and it's like it ain't even. Again, that ain't the whole modernistic thing.
No.
That's like, so they made that in the 80s, 90s type of thing, to
Yeah.
where we can have this bear come up here. But then again, because of the style, the place feels small.
Yeah.
Because it's so like
Because
So
everything coming
crowded.
at you, right?
Yeah.
There's so much things
Yes.
around.
so much thing and it's busy or whatever, and it's cool. That's the Saturday going forward. But it's like, yeah, I ain't gonna have my house like that.
Yeah,
Or-
I agree.
yeah.
For the house, keep it a little bit more open.
Or like, you know,
That could be hard though, because I want a house with a bunch of knickknacks and toys and posters and things
Yeah.
around.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think how you lay it out could be different.
Or just have specific rooms, because you're supposed to always
Yeah.
have specific
Or
rooms.
like,
For
okay, so
things,
like
right?
how a lot of people have like there's a blank wall. You could put hooks and shelves and like you could do it in a sensible way where it can still feel open because you could have it up high to where the floor still feels a little bit open
guess
and then
so,
the
yeah.
type of furniture you
Or be very rich and build like 30-foot ceilings,
yeah, that too.
20-foot ceilings, because high ceilings is a nice aesthetic too for a house.
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
So like, you know, and then obviously the flooring and all these other things. So so we talked about the toy merchandise.
Did we? No, man. Let's talk about
Okay,
some
let's
more
talk-
toys and merchandise in here.
What was your favorite toy? Well, before we get there, because we gone to games and I wearing a game hat. Shout out Free Luigi. Yeah, see.
Free my boy Luigi.
We're getting into games. We have to get into the board games. 'Cause
All right. So,
that-
what was your favorite board game growing up?
Let's see your age right now.
Yeah.
Show your age.
I like Sorry. Do you guys remember Sorry?
Yeah,
I like Sorry.
I had
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Monopoly. Too long of a game.
I mean, if you relentless and causing everybody to play,
I find out
you
a
made
new
that
way how to
quick.
play Monopoly. They have a Monopoly in a card game version, which you can play which.
Yeah, but Monopoly
Yeah.
could be long for
Yeah.
I'm serious. What's your favorite?
I always like Connect 4.
Connect.
Yeah, Connect 4.
That's a good one.
It was another game. I mean, obviously, classic checkers. I know how to play chess a little bit, but Connect 4?
Do you guys remember Hungry Hippo?
Yeah, hell, mate. Yeah, hell.
Yeah.
All right, now you're showing the age for real, man.
Hungry Hippo.
I used to go hard with that, trying to get all the balls.
Slamming.
That was a good one.
But yeah, what else? Connect 4. And then there was some of the gadgets games like not the card games, but they have like Hands for Humanity and these games. But okay, like a game like Snakes and Ladders.
Yeah, Snakes and
Ah,
Ladders.
okay. Yeah,
That
yeah.
was a nice board game. They had. Y'all remember
Twister
game-
too.
Yeah,
I bought
Twister.
it.
Twister,
Twister,
yes.
Yeah, Twister and Bop It.
Yes.
So like because I used to have the Bop It. First they had the Bop It, like had the car wheel, and then they had the
No, the first one was the stick,
it was
and then the car wheel game.
okay. I
second.
didn't think I had both.
Yeah.
So it was I had the stick one where you just bop it, flick it.
Because it's true, and then the car wheel had
Yeah.
more stuff to do.
Yeah. But they need to bring Bop It back, bro.
I think they did a couple of years back. you
Yeah,
know.
I think so too.
I remember seeing something like that, and I think it was like a cheat. It used to cheat.
Yeah, and then Twister, they need to bring back Twister too.
Yeah, they could bring. I mean, I doubt
it
they
gone?
would.
No, I mean none of these games really gone, but they just don't promote. Like
They
remember,
don't promote it. They definitely.
well,
ain't
I don't
promote-
watch TV like that, so I don't know if they just have ads for these things. Like how they
Definitely
use
ain't gonna promote Twister now after the pandemic, though. I mean, I know everything more hands on now,
Yeah.
but you know, after you do that pandemic, I
Yeah,
don't even
yeah,
think
yeah.
niggas I'm trying.
Yeah, but people was doing
Less
the Twister
interaction.
in the pandemic too. You forget seeing the videos for their parties, whipped
Right.
cream every evening. But but even that sort of goes back to like, yo, pastime back in the day was like going Miami and going to mall, bro, going to Kelly's, and then wanting the toy, like that's what
Right.
I used to break so much toys. Because I remember my auntie did bought me like the scuba gear toy with could go in the water and swim, and it probably only worked for like 2 weeks after. Like yeah.
Man.
Or like, different action figures that you wanted because
Yeah, they had a
what
bunch
was
of
on
action
TV.
figures, right?
From a girl's perspective, y'all could talk about this.
No problem. Easy oven.
Yeah.
I always
yes.
listen
Easy
to me.
bake oven.
I
Oh,
envied people in school who had an easy bake oven because I wanted one so bad.
Yeah.
But that was like top.
You wouldn't buy one for yourself, no?
Literally.
I mean, I don't need to, but
No, but I mean, I used to do things, but I couldn't have this when I was young. I getting it now. bro.
Real.
But how would they taste though?
I
Bad.
don't know.
They used to
a
taste
big-
bad.
Would
back
it taste
in-
bad?
Listen to
I
me,
got an
but
easy
my,
bake oven.
You
I
did?
can remember the day my mother brought it home for me, and I was just like, I can literally recall that right now, that moment, and it was just like so amazing because I was like, finally, because they had the commercials on TV with the
Babe.
different toys, and you always look at it and you
Babe.
want it, and I think she went through hell and high water to get that.
You
for
were
me.
privileged.
actually-
You were very
Yeah.
privileged.
I
Man.
think so.
I didn't have that. I had Barbie dolls though. Gotta give it up to the Barbies.
And then, speaking
Yeah,
of Barbie,
Barbie dolls
the
was
movie just came
staple.
out 2 years ago.
no, I think so.
2022, the same year as Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
Because
Oppenheimer.
I think I just watched Barbie for the first time, I think, last
It
year.
was a good movie though.
Yeah,
I
it
ain't lie.
was a
It
good
was.
movie. Yeah. But like, Harajuku Barbie, this Barbie, that Barbie. Bro, they really had, whoever was creating them toys, they had the parents unlocked to the point where a lot of cartoon shows were canceled or stopped based on toy sales, bro. Like that's why
Real.
a lot of your
A lot
famous
was made based on
to-
if it
for-
could
to
sell
sell
toys,
toys.
too, right? That was the next thing too. Is Archie?
Yo.
Is that Archie?
Hola Archie, we live on the pod.
We live on the board.
Hey, what's up? You call me?
Yeah. We was trying to figure out your
Did we
ETA.
call me? Not coming.
I am by Xavier's week just and I'm on, and I guess I'll make my way to y'all.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So we could count down because we recording. So yeah.
What?
I say we already recording.
So yeah, you'll just
So then,
come
y'all
in.
already finished?
No.
No, we in the middle of recording.
I was going to say
Y'all
something.
done? I could go home.
I was going to say something.
I mean, yeah, take it
How
easy.
far
'Cause-
out she is, right?
No, she
'Cause-
by Savious.
Where's that?
That's all the way by the front.
Which one
Yeah, that's
Oh.
East Bay, right? East Bay, West Bay.
What y'all want me to do?
Man, have a good night. Go tell Jams hello. We say hello.
Uh-huh.
And enjoy the thing.
My daddy's coming to get me. That is over. But I'll talk with that later.
Oh,
Tell
no.
me what y'all want me to do.
I might just go home
Yeah.
because we might be, by the time you get it, we
You're
probably
here,
be
you
done.
finished, right?
Alright, then cool. Because y'all already start recording, right?
Yeah.
But before we go, say something that you was
Once I'll
nostalgic.
actually
Just let
start
us
on
say
time.
something she
All
nostalgic
right, so
about.
we have one question. So, what the topic is nostalgia. Like, what was your favorite part of your childhood?
The
What was
part
my
that didn't
favorite
suck.
what?
Part of your childhood. Like, okay, what things are you nostalgic about?
Oh my god. Huh. Okay, old Nickelodeon. Like Ariel Monsters.
Mm.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
This girl say
Clarissa
Ariel
Explains
Monster
It
first.
All.
Yeah.
Old Snick. That right there.
I forget what
Those
Snick
are my
track.
jam.
Yeah.
Who say boy?
No, Snick. I forget what
do, right?
used to be on
I remember
Snick.
Snick. Saturday Night Nick. That was a
Who?
bunch of
Oh, yeah.
real,
It
right,
was-
real
I was a
shows
more
and all
Teen
that
Nick
stuff.
fan.
Yeah.
You don't remember Teen Nick?
I
Ar-
like Teen Nick.
Archie
I
showing
remember
her.
Teen
Yeah.
Nick.
No. I guess they was like, they ain't remember Teen Nick.
Oh,
If you used to watch Zoe 101 and Nancy Classified.
No, Snick.
Well, okay,
remember
Teen Nick
Saturday-
came before
Saturday Night
Teen
Nick,
Nick.
yeah.
Remember,
Yes, Snick,
Snick
yes.
used to be on Saturday.
Yeah.
Right.
And it used to be, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Dark and all that
Clarissa, no,
stuff,
not
yep.
Clarissa.
All
Are
that
You
stuff
Afraid
for
of the
real,
Dark?
Jack.
The Secret World of Alex Smack.
Yeah, the secret.
all
This
that.
gal old,
And then
baby.
they started doing Teen Nick, where they started doing it like in the evening times.
She's really
Yes. All right.
I will give them young, man. They don't remember these things.
Yeah.
What else am I nostalgic about?
What was like your
Cherry
toys or games
Yeah.
you played during when you was
Okay, well, before we get there, I gotta talk with food. Cherry heads, Jolly Ranchers, like the stick Jolly Ranchers. You don't see them no more.
Yeah, I made them stick Jolly Rancher for real, Dread.
Eating cups,
Bro.
Yeah,
So
cup-
much
cup and
candies,
baggy.
dog.
toys. Well, I didn't have an easy big of it. Polly
What is
Pocket.
it?
We just
Oh
talked
my
about
gosh,
easy
we
business.
spoke about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was in privilege. But
Polly
she said Polly
Pockets,
Pocket, right? A lot of
little
guys like
girl.
Polly Pocket.
You remember, because me and you about in the same race set. You remember when Tamagotchi and Gigapets was the rage?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hell, babe.
Gigapets,
I got
yeah,
a
with the
Gigapet.
keychains.
Yes.
I gotta buy
Yeah,
Gigapet
oh god,
again.
that was annoying. I'm trying to think of what else.
No, not
I had
Kirby. It
90s.
was it Kirby or what?
Furby.
Furby.
Furby. Was
You got a Furby?
Kirby.
No, babe.
Yes, Kirby.
No,
Oh,
Furby,
I know
Furby.
what I have a nostalgia memory.
Them Furbies, they was annoying and everybody wanted one Dread.
It was so
Yeah.
cute. Oh my
They was
gosh.
not so cute.
We are disconnected.
Disconnected. Yeah, but when she was talking about, see, now we gotta,
We got you back, Archie.
yeah.
Go ahead. Hello?
She don't know the name.
You lost, Archie.
All right.
We have lost
We-
Starchy to the void.
Let's see if we can get her back real quick so she can have her 2 cents
Yeah,
before we
2
move on.
cents. She would finish this whole episode on the phone now.
And the hell she ain't.
See how quick she start riling up
Right.
and talking? But Archie is somebody who could talk, babe. What a sick dog.
Oh, she going back now. All right. Yeah, we lost you. Go finish off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else? So you never had a Furby?
A Furby? I never had a Furby, no.
Okay.
I know what a Furby is. I never had one, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said I could go home, right? Because I leave in now.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. What else? What I was... my nostalgic memory.
Mm.
I don't even know if this kind of childhood, though. Watching the Street Fighter movie. Yes, it was garbage, but I loved it. It's one of my favorite
Live
movies to this day.
Wow, that's a guilty pleasure.
Playing
Clearly.
Mortal Kombat, the original one with my brothers.
Yeah, Dread.
I think I'll see if I think anything else, I'll put it in the group.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Now that she mentioned Furbies, well, you know what that made me think about? We Care Bears and Teletubbies.
Yeah,
And
babe.
Cabbage Patch.
And
And
Cabbage
Cabbage
Patch, too.
Real.
So, you know.
And once again, all of them odd shows, They all had shows too,
Yeah.
alongside
They
with the toys.
They
but
did.
Yeah.
everything was show,
Toy, show. But remember when Burger King had the cool kid cartoons on the bag for the kids?
Yeah, babe. Mother sick. Y'all too young? Mother
Yeah, I
sick
don't
too.
think I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because I used to kill. A Saturday ritual was my daddy used to bring us home Burger King, bro, and like.
Yeah, but I used to be looking forward to go to Burger King and see
Yeah.
who on the bag and
Yeah.
get the toy from that franchise or something. Any franchise I saw right away.
Burger King have a solid toy. It was like
Y'all missed the best time of life.
yeah.
We did.
So are you playing this song? Let's see if Claire remember this song. Anybody else, Claire? What show is this from?
Huh?
What show is that from?
Rainbow Monkeys?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know? So, Rainbow Monkeys is from Kids Next Door and going back to Kids Next Door, Cartoon Fridays.
Yeah, but Cartoon Fridays was a hit, but I ain't gonna lie.
Kids Next Door ain't really 90s though. Are we still in the 90s
No,
era?
No, we talking about childhood in general. Kids Next Door is 2000, came out 01.
Early 2000s.
Yeah, that's why I say
Which
early
is shocking,
2000s
because
is-
some of these things came out way earlier than I thought they did, but
yeah.
some of them feel way fresher.
No way.
I do remember Kid Next Door. My favorite was number 5.
Number 5, eh?
Yeah. So
So speaking now that we inside that realm, though,
yeah,
we have to pick which one was the best of the three. Was it Nickelodeon,
Disney or Cartoon Network.
People
For
always
cartoon, no, but
people
you had a debate whether you going off the premise of just straight cartoons
or just programming in
or,
general,
or programming in general or whatever. Because see,
Let's go
Nickelodeon,
straight cartoons because Nickelodeon had a lot of
yeah, and they
fun
had Teen Nick, and they had
programming.
like Nancy Classified. They have a podcast now breaking
yeah.
down episodes of the show and then talking about other things with the original 3 stars. So
straight cartoons.
straight cartoons, you had to give it to Cartoon Network because, bro, not only you had yes,
Why you say Cartoon Network if you just was talking about Nickelodeon?
no, he say straight cartoons.
Yeah,
Just straight cartoons.
No, yeah, he say straight cartoons. We ain't talking about programming like
Okay,
everything. Because if you say programming, you have an argument between Disney and Nickelodeon. But if it's straight
straight cartoons,
cartoons,
that makes sense,
it ain't
'cause-
close between Cartoon Network and
because Cartoon
Nickelodeon
Network is literally just
cartoons. And plus, they brought Toonami. Plus, their runs, they have way more cartoon runs than on Disney and Nickelodeon because Cartoon Network have the 96 to 03 run. Then they have the mid 2000 run. And then they have the late 2000 into the 2010 runs. And when these runs are defined by, in 96, you have Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, and Dexter's Laboratory come out.
Yeah.
And that followed with Cow and Chicken,
Yes.
Iron Weasel, you had Robot Jones, you had
Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie, one of the goats.
Yeah, that's
Um,
a goat for real, bro.
Then you roll into the 2000s where you have the Kids Next Doors, the Billy and
stuff, right,
Mandy's,
yeah.
and then I roll into
Adventure,
mid
Mandy,
2000s. You had the Childers, you had the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends,
I think Ben 10 was also
Ben
on.
10 too.
What is it?
You had then you get into the late 2000s, like 09 is another wave because you had regular show, you had Adventure Time, you had Steven Universe,
stuff.
you had not Flapjack, Gumball. So they had 3 eras.
They
So
did
I'm
have 3 hours of new programming.
They
for
did.
real,
Yeah,
for
so
real.
from 96 until 2017, that's their run of a 20-year run
yeah, babe.
of
You right.
classics.
You
But
right.
Tom and Jerry, it
Tom
was
and
before
Jerry is
the 90s.
Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, all
That's
of
a
that. Yeah,
time.
all of that. Right.
And see, that's why I say it ain't fair with Cartoon Network because Cartoon Network had
pull all them old
the
stuff for real,
Hanna-Barbera
yeah.
catalog.
Yeah,
Right.
And then they had
pull all them
Toonami,
old
the
stuff,
whatever
real.
anime was coming over the crossover.
Yeah,
So
but
if I
Cartoon
take
Network
out
was
the
playing-
Hanna-Barbera catalog
Shoot.
and take out the Toonami catalog,
Right.
it can stand by itself with just their original program.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a
true.
fair argument.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
So-
a very fair argument.
Yeah, so
Although
it's like-
Nickelodeon does come close.
Yeah, with Nickelodeon, okay, program for program, Nickelodeon has their early 90s remedies. You had Rugrats and Duck.
Yeah,
and then
so-
Ren and Stimpy.
Hey Arnold. Hey
Wild
Arnold.
Yeah.
Thornberries.
And Wild Thornberries,
Right.
but then that run over like around 03. And then okay, you had Jimmy Neutron, Fairy Odd Parents,
and Rocket Power and stuff like that. that came
Rocket
in
Power,
2000s.
My Life as Teenage Robot. And you have
I Sold by Ginger.
SpongeBob.
Don't forget that.
I Sold by Ginger.
Monsters.
But then they
Yeah.
put I Sold by Ginger more in the teenage, but you can still count it for animation. But then you have a go cartoon like SpongeBob, which
Yeah.
SpongeBob was up there with Bugs
really
Bunny
come
and
claim it
Mickey
all.
Mouse.
Yeah, SpongeBob came and claimed it all.
So it's like, okay, yeah, you can. It's comparable, but if y'all ain't got one big boom,
Yeah.
because ain't nothing popped after or Nickelodeon cartoon wise after like 06, 07.
Yeah, Nickelodeon fall into that MTV category where they just kept showing ridiculousness. They just kept showing SpongeBob.
Yeah, and
over
then
and over and over and over.
all the newer cartoons wasn't it? Okay, Avatar. You had
Avatar's a go.
you
Wait,
had
listen
Danny
to me.
Phantom too.
We was picking one night, me and somebody else was picking top 5 Nickelodeon cartoons, and they did not want to believe that Avatar is in the top 5. But I'm like, Avatar is probably number 1, arguably, but
Well,
real talk.
You can't. I wouldn't say
You wouldn't put
Avatar is
Avatar
number
as
one. I would say
I'd put
SpongeBob is
Avatar.
number one.
No, I did put SpongeBob as number 1.
Yeah.
I'd say Avatar was second. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
SpongeBob
did
is
say
number
Avatar
one.
was second. But they didn't want to believe that. It's like, come on now, you won't believe that. And Rugrats
I
is
mean,
third
it's
to me,
hard.
bro.
Well, Avatar is good for a season, but then it's like you can't dismiss Rugrats. So.
Rugrats third to me, bro. I think Avatar surpasses Rugrats, babe. Because
And
Avatar
then you
just
have
Avatar really good, babe. Avatar's
no, because I
really
don't.
good.
You can't really put because you have SpongeBob, then you have
Avatar, The
you
Last
have, you have
Airbender.
Fairy Odd Parents.
No, you have SpongeBob, then Avatar, Last Airbender, then Rugrats, babe.
Okay, I mean,
And then Hey Arnold, babe.
Hey Arnold,
Oh yeah, that was good.
Right.
and then you had in my one
And
of
then
my
I
favorites,
stole by
Invaders. Zim.
Ginger's my top 5.
Yeah, Invaders.
Would
Zim.
round up your top 5?
I
I
stole
Sold
by
by
Ginger.
Ginger. Yeah.
Yes.
That was really good
I
storytelling.
would
by
only
Sold by Ginger.
switch the Rugrats and
And
Avatar
Avatar?
for top 5.
Actually, now that I think about it,
That's 5 really goated shows, babe.
I mean, if I had to name my top 5 Nickelodeon,
all of them have, except for SpongeBob,
I
all
would
of them have
forget,
really deep stories.
probably Avatar, because I would say SpongeBob, then you had like Jimmy Neutron, Danny Phantom,
Ooh.
then Fairy Odd Parents. Well, Hey Arnold, no, I take them out.
You put these in your top
SpongeBob,
5?
Hey Arnold. I went back and rewatched
Hey Arnold,
SpongeBob
deep,
and
you know,
Hey
babe.
Arnold.
Yeah, Hey Arnold,
Oh,
deep.
Very
Yeah,
deep,
recently. So Hey Arnold up there. Rugrats, of course. That's 3. Doug would have made it if Doug they stretched because Doug had to switch between their first series was on Nickelodeon and it sold to Disney.
Disney, right?
So you can
And
sort of
Disney
throw
Dog
Doug.
was garbage.
Then you have like okay, you have My Life as a Teenage Robot. But then you have I say Avatar would be top 5. Yeah.
But yeah, that
Did
was
no
2,
one
babe.
like Cat Dog? Because that
Cat
was
Dog
one of
was
my
hilarious.
top
Cat Dog was
top.
That was
funny.
scary to me.
Really? Cat Dog.
That was dark.
You like my sister, because my sister didn't like
That
Cat
was
Dog because she
scary.
thought they
The
was
way
like
how they was
creepy.
attached.
How they were
I
attached.
couldn't
Exactly
watch
why
that.
she didn't like it.
I loved
That was
it.
Cat Dog. Cat Dog.
I can't tell you one episode of Cat Dog.
No,
Really?
I used to love Cat
I
Dog.
love
Yeah,
Cat
Cat
Dog.
Dog
I
was
also
really
love Angry Beaver.
wacky.
I didn't know you guys.
Yeah,
mentioned.
Angry Beavers was solid too.
That was alright.
Yeah.
To me.
Right.
Yeah. Like, look at him disrespecting it.
So it's like, like I say, that's why I say it ain't comparable with Cartoon Network because it's like, okay, you could probably name 12 to 15 Nickelodeon cartoons that register in your mind. When I come to Cartoon Network, like I say, you could probably name 10 for each era.
Yeah, yeah.
It's true.
So, like,
It's true.
And then rounding out the Cartoon Network wave was one of my favorites, but then again, it's just do OKKO, Let's Be Heroes. Like,
I never watch OKK. I only watched one episode, and obviously that was a song.
Bro, you would love it because they have an episode with featuring Sonic in it.
I just said that. That was the song. That's the only episode I watch.
Yeah, I was like, because OKKO sort of gave a nod to the past, and then OKKO, they have an episode where they bring back all the old cartoons. So like you had Dexter, you had
Yeah.
because basically they had a multi-universe thing to where KO teamed up with Ben with I think one of the pop-off girls, I think Buttercup.
That's good by the creators.
And Garnet or whatever. I
Yeah.
think. Oh, And then with Cartoon Network, you gotta put in Teen Titans too, bro.
Oh yeah.
You
Teen
yeah,
Titans.
Yes.
Teen
yeah, I'm
Titans.
like, dog, that ain't comparable. Like if you say top 5 Cartoon Network shows original programming,
Not that hard.
no Toonami, no Hanna-Barbera catalog. You'd be hard to say because you would
That's
say, okay,
super hard. I know Samurai Jack in the top 5.
Samurai Jack is the next one too.
Top 5 for me, bro.
So okay, like for me, it's Ed and Eddie because Ed and Eddie is one of my favorite shows of all time. I rewatching Courage. Courage was cool, but the
Courage is
first
top 5.
Courage
the
is
first
top,
season-
top.
The first season was a classic. After that, it sort of go down with the writing. But okay, you have to have I have Ed and Eddie, Powerpuff Girls,
Yes.
Yeah,
Dexter,
you right.
Yes.
Um,
Courage. Put courage in there.
I really put
Samurai Jack, then. You got to put Samurai in top 5, bro.
The thing about it is, if I go for laughs, I gotta put Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
And then Billy and Mandy, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, so I'm like, just for laughs. Obviously, Samurai Jack, Teen Titans. You have Mega. Well, Mega's extra large, so to count for the adult.
Ben 10.
Ben 10. Yeah, so you gotta count Samurai Jack, Teen Titans, Ben 10. Then they had even the Danger thing, Johnny Test.
Johnny Test,
Yeah, but Johnny Test was a late 2010s thing. Then you can't have a top 10 without regular show, Adventure Time,
yeah, most definitely.
Gumball, and Dingham, and Steven Universe.
Yeah.
Because they won awards for them shows.
But all of these directors and all these creators, they had some deep stuff and they had some good stuff, but they had some really good programming. Nowadays, cartoons.
Yeah, it's complete trash.
When I have children, they watching the stuff. That I
they
used to
gonna watch the classics.
Yeah, bro.
So from a girl's perspective, we like having the female perspective.
For cartoons?
Yeah.
On
What
cartoon-
y'all like to watch? Actually, Winx was on Nickelodeon.
Boy, I used to like to watch that too.
Yeah,
man.
we are the Winx. We are the Winx.
I also like Totally Spies. I think that was
Totally
really
Spies.
good.
That was
Cartoon-
dope too.
so that-
Oh yeah, that's Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
That was Cartoon
that's the
Network.
same era, that mid
Yep.
2000s. That's when they had
2000s,
Magoozy.
yeah.
Because that's when they hold Toonami Sleep went away and they introduced Totally Spies. But like again, too much. It's too much to pull from.
It was it was all good stuff back then. I ain't gonna lie.
So y'all like Totally Spies. What's with someone else?
Do you guys remember 16?
Yeah, I remember. That was Nick.
16.
Yeah,
Wasn't
16.
that on both Nickelodeon and Cartoon?
I think
No,
it
because
was just
16 used to come
cartoon.
on Boomerang.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a boomerang? Oh, we haven't gotten to the boomerang category.
Syndication.
No, Boomerang is Hanna-Barbera
Yeah,
category.
that's old.
That's
Yeah, that's old
all that
school.
is the Hanna-Barbera catalog. I mean, VG, we're going to do a panel on the golden era of the Hanna-Barbera catalog because Hanna-Barbera have all the wacky races, Looney Tunes, all of that
all
stuff.
that good stuff.
Yeah. Even 70s Fantastic Four. I think
Yeah, but
70 Fantastic Four and Spider-Man. Justice Friends.
Yeah.
The Super Friends.
Super Friends, right?
So like, all that is Hanna-Barbera. So ladies, when y'all was growing up, how did y'all feel about like stuff like anime first coming over, like Dragon Ball Z and
And I was
Power
supposed to
Rangers?
mention, I grew up usually watching those. I don't know if you remember, like Kids WB.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Kids WD was another go-to thing because it was had Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Shaolin Showdown.
Shaolin Showdown and all them stuff too.
It had a couple good programming on for Saturdays.
So before I had the opportunity to watch TV on Saturdays,
Why you
I
not
had
the
to
opportunity to watch
clean
live?
up. I had to clean up first and then catch all of my Saturday morning programming. So nostalgia for
That's
me is
unfortunate.
waking up early, cleaning up, and then right in time for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, that's
Yeah.
my thing.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
a
you
new
like Yu-Gi-Oh?
Pokemon,
Yeah.
then Dragon Ball Z. Because my cousins, I have a lot of male cousins, so I got caught in that.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon
Nice.
and Shaolin Showdown, like all of those
Yeah.
stuff that used to come on Kids WB. I used to watch Saturday morning. So,
None of that for you?
no?
None of it.
So what you
No.
used to watch?
I think I went as far as Pokemon,
Nice.
and that was it.
Okay, so what type of program you watch?
Sound like
as
it was
when you was in
non-anime
primary
for her.
school?
I'm the non-anime fan. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's-
Don't
that's-
get me
There's a
out
lot of
though.
things we always say there's a lot of
good.
things you probably watched, didn't know it was anime.
Might have been anime for real.
Okay.
Sailor Moon.
Okay, Loved Sailor Moon.
That's anime? You watched Astro Boy before?
No,
You know who Astro Boy is?
I don't. I do not.
Okay. Samurai, I think it's Samurai Pizza Cat.
Samurai Pizza Cats. They're
Yeah.
bringing out a new game.
Yeah.
That's wild, but
No, because remember it was Fox Kids when it used to have Power Rangers on. Because Fox Kids was a thing with Big Bad Beetleborgs and their program. Because around the time I watched a documentary on this recently, people was trying to figure out a way back to the whole commercialism. They're trying to figure out a way how to keep kids, like how to sell products to kids and when they would watch TV. Obviously, after school, 3:00, we start the after school care.
Oh, yeah.
And I run from 3 to 6 before like hardcore program come back on and then the news and primetime TV.
Yeah.
So everybody was trying to find original kids programming. So they'll have the kids tune in, and if the kids tune in, the parents they'll watch them, and then advertising.
yeah.
So, they just was trying to put everything. I think obviously it's because at times it's more sophistication behind kids programming. It ain't just where Cartoon Network came in. Instead of having one block of cartoons, we gonna have a whole cartoons all day, every day, and then everybody else copied the model.
But Cartoon Network caught me in the whole bay.
Because Cartoon Network, I think, started out 94.
It was 94,
90
well, it's somewhere around.
I think
that for real.
94,
I
but their
remember when they
original
first
program didn't
started
start
it.
until like 95.
Right.
Yeah.
But I remember when I first saw it on TV, I was like, okay, this is something. And then they was like, yeah, there's a station for cartoons only. I was like, cartoons only?
Yeah.
I shall never leave my house.
And the next thing with Cartoon Network too, they had the DCUA.
Yeah.
So all Static Shock,
And then, right.
Batman, Superman, Justice League,
Young Justice
Batman
and all
Beyond.
that.
Yeah. So it's like, again, cartoon wise, it is no
They
comparing.
are.
I still
They
ain't
got a lot of
mentioning.
hitters, bro.
Yeah. I
didn't-
still ain't mentioning Hanna-Barbera or Toonami.
Yeah, but it's
Like,
sinking in how much, babe.
yeah.
A lot of good times growing up on there.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I like the Nickelodeon shows because it's like going back and forth. It's like, okay, y'all have this. Y'all have a little bit of flavor of that. But then how do y'all feel like watching Zoe 101 for the first time? I was like, is high school really like this?
Yes.
Loud Nancy classifier. Yo, I was dead excited to get a locker.
Ting, right?
Yeah.
They embellished it so much. They made it look so attractive.
Yeah.
But
Like, excited for a locker and tryouts and to where you start trying to try these actual things in school, and then you be like, people be like, you watching
Like-
too much TV.
Exactly.
so watch too much, you like, yeah, drag, because this is nothing like what's on TV.
No, for real. Or
It was
that's why I
nothing
started
like
watching
what's on
Degrassi.
TV, bro. Except for the tension, damn it.
Yeah,
The tension was just like on TV, but
yeah. Because with stuff like Euphoria now and Degrassi back then, and obviously not Kid. I think it's Kids. It's one of the show where shows like, wait, why do you see it just all coke up and everybody partying and each other house and they? It's like, bro, from an island perspective, Americans always look like, yeah, y'all don't really have a handle on it. Even
Yes.
Arnold. How the hell you have a fresh room like that and you a guest go?
I'm telling you.
I still want that room, babe.
Rooftop.
Yeah.
Wow.
Real.
To where people can sneak in like,
dead
Arnold.
fresh.
Or Helga, basically, you come in the Bay House, you like 9 or 8 or 9, and you spending the night,
And
and your parents ain't wondering where you
they
is.
was wilding for real, bro.
Oh man, I'm like, what is really going on? And I was like, wait, I can't wait to move to the States to freedom, catching a
And
bus.
ting, but yeah, it didn't make it look so lawless.
They making it to look so glamorous, and it's like, wait,
Glamorous.
it ain't what it all was cracked up to be. Or
Yeah.
but yeah.
What about films? Let's talk about some.
Let's talk about films.
nostalgic.
So, Claire, since you wasn't watching no cartoons because it was too
You had
kiddie.
been watching some solid nostalgic films.
Yes. I loved Richie Rich. I love Matilda. I love Stuart Little.
They had a live
Little
action Richie
Rascals?
Rich.
Little Rascals. Yeah.
Okay, now you're showing your age.
Those were my shows. I enjoyed those. What about You guys.
Y'all ever used to watch S Club? Ain't no party like an S Club party to you. You never watched S Club 7?
Dude, where are you getting these things from?
Bro, let me play y'all that song, man. Y'all think this a game? Bro, I used to watch.
Unlock the critical memory, right?
Yeah. I forget what channel used to come on. But I think it used to come on Nickelodeon though. That's why it's like, bro, Nickelodeon had a lot of good programming when it mixed in the old with the new. They always come on 99. Yeah. This was Big Time Rush before Big Time Rush.
No, I ain't never been up.
Ain't nobody like an S Club party.
To be fair, I ain't screaming on that.
PG, you're lost as well, right?
Right.
Okay.
I was screaming on
S
that.
Club because it was like a winter party. Bro, I used to love watching S Club 7.
Okay.
No, but it's like okay, like when the Naked Brothers Band and Big Time Rush came out, it was in like this. They probably was on Nick because Nick loved to do these musical bands and make it like a storyline type of thing.
Okay.
Them bands.
So y'all used to watch
them
Naked
bands
Brothers Band and Big Time Rush.
I
right?
did.
Yeah.
Mhm. That was good.
Yeah, but them bands back in the day was solid too, babe.
Yeah.
And like actual music bands were solid back in the day.
Yeah,
too,
but
big
S
rivalry.
Club.
Not that.
Let me look this up.
Like an S Club.
But the big rivalry between the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
Put your
and them,
hands in. Oh, that was a rivalry.
That was-
People was, and the thing about it is they were signed to the same label.
They was?
Yes, bro.
Motto, that label
Say
is
it,
banking, man.
yeah, like they was
That
making
label
money.
is banking.
They formulate.
I think NSYNC won that battle though. I ain't gonna lie. If anybody
the
else say
box,
different.
it's Backstreet Boys. So
No
I feel-
boy, NSYNC won that with Bye Bye Bye. But as soon as Bye 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 dropped, it was like that was it, boy. That was it. This nigga still pull his butt.
I look at that.
Ain't no party like an S Club party.
What
Is
year
it
was
you,
this? What year was this when this came
99.
out?
Oh, put your hands in the air. Oh,
It was a band.
You just don't
Okay.
care. Oh, put your hand here.
You guys watch all that, right?
Yeah, babe. All that was literally the kids' SNL, babe.
That was it right there.
That was it. Showing age again. That was a good show.
That was good.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Amanda
all
Bynes was
them
herself as well.
Nickelodeon shows that was live action, like when they used to have the
she got
after.
the flow.
Please.
That's it. You can see this. Here we go.
I wish they could see my face. Like,
Listen, you
But
understand
all
the
them
greatness.
live Nickelodeon shows was
Was
it too,
fire,
babe,
bro.
like
Even like Drake and Josh. Actually,
yeah, babe.
fun fact.
Oh.
All right. Well, when I saw iCarly, that's what I was like, I'm about to start doing my own show. And lo and behold,
Look at me.
almost 15 to 20 years later, I in
So, yeah,
my own
now-
studio, full circle moment. So that was great when Kai Sinard brought iCarly on his stream last year. He was like,
Around
oh
the
my
Cause
God.
Grove?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
he did, yeah.
Like, he was like, Carly. Like, I know those are the moments, bro, that everybody died for. You meeting people from the past.
Yeah,
I remember when I
babe.
met Cree Summer. I'm like, bro, so many characters you voiced in different shows.
Yeah,
and I get to meet
indeed.
you in flesh and blood. Even Jason Page.
Yeah, babe, that
Same
was
thing
it.
too. Like, you meet
Real.
these people, like, bro, you made my childhood.
They'd be like,
with
yeah, babe,
voice.
this you right here in the flash for
Yeah.
real, dog.
Oh, man.
And for me, it was That's So Raven. I don't know how.
Yeah,
That's
so
so.
real.
And I think that's what Disney. I think with Nick and Disney have a back and
good
forth between their programming
yeah.
because they
Yeah.
incorporated the cartoons with the live action shows. But I was
Correct.
more so Nickelodeon live action than Disney
Than
because I
Disney?
had Disney Channel. Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
So like all the teen Nick, Drake and Josh, even
and all them and all that stuff.
Victorious.
Victorious.
Without a young Ariana Grande cat. Yeah.
And the Zoe 101, like you
Zoe
said.
101.
Yeah.
Zoe 101.
Ooh.
Yeah, but they had some good.
I
some
just
good
see me
shows,
standing here.
Yeah. And then they had some good game shows too on Nickelodeon, but they had
Yeah,
a real
with
good- like Temple. There was something called Temple Run. I think they had something.
yeah,
called
where
Temple Run.
they would slime you.
Double Dare and Family Feud and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah, but they had like
Yes,
double.
yes.
Y'all remember Double Dare? You know Double Dare?
I can't remember.
It was this family show where they used to do like these challenges and obstacle courses and stuff. But that used to be fun.
Yeah, I remember
right. They had that.
And then
remember Figure It Out? I don't know if you used to watch Figure It Out, but
But they
I'm
all
showing
like
my
it,
age now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, babe.
No,
They
but
had some
even
good
like
game shows.
during the afternoon, they used to like play the different. That's why I used to watch.
They used to be at the studios.
They'd be at the studio,
Right, I remember
but then
that.
they would have people like, okay, could you guess what happened on this cartoon?
Yeah.
And by the end of the block, they'd be like, well, if you lose to the game,
They get
time to get
slimed.
slime. And they
Right.
just throw the
And
slime
then they
on
used to
them.
slime the crowd and everything. Too.
And
I
even the
remember all that.
Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards was fire, bro.
Yeah, hell, they got a whole
Like,
award
when
show,
they had,
dog.
like,
Yes.
Yeah, like when they had Bow Wow perform. Like, bro, people we used to watch Kids' Choice Awards like it was BET or
the
something, bro.
Bahaman got nominated
Yeah,
for an award. I
Bahaman
think.
got
I think
nominated
they-
one-
I think they got an award.
No,
Yeah.
I think they performed too.
Oh, yeah?
Who
That's-
let the
yeah,
dog
of
like
course.
because that was it. The Who
That
Let
was-
Dog
I was taking the world by storm.
Yeah, Who Let the Dogs Out was in the Wildstorm Berry, I think.
Yeah.
soundtrack.
You right.
Yeah.
It was
Huh?
in the Wild Thorns
Red
Berries
Rocks the movie?
I think it was.
Oh, the
They
Rugrats
no.
movie. Oh, yes,
no,
Rugrats
they,
movie.
it
It was
was
Rugrats.
but they did have a song in the Wildstorm Berry. Actually,
Oh, yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay,
they
okay,
did.
okay.
my memory
The
recall.
nostalgia. The nostalgia.
Yeah, the nostalgia. But how did it feel to y'all, like knowing that it was Bahamians getting nominated for a Grammy at that time?
Very proud.
Yeah, I was actually being a kid, I still was actually proud about it. Like, okay, some Bahamian dudes there. And that, I remember one, this was so funny though, because in high school, I can't remember which grade I was in, but in high school, it was somebody's birthday, and they actually brought the Bahaman to sing happy birthdays to the gal. And I
What?
was-
They
yeah,
got money?
They had the money. I don't know money, or they just know them niggas.
What
right?
high school did you go to?
What I.
Okay.
Freeport.
Yeah. But they brought the Bahaman to sing. Like, this was after school. Everybody done gone and everything too. So they did it strategically. They didn't bring it like in the middle of school. And I was just happened to be there. And they come through and they started singing everywhere. And they're like, they ain't the real niggas. Like, I'd be skeptical. I'm like, they ain't the real people. La 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 la. But it was the real people. And that was cool. And it was only two of them. I can't remember if it was Rick Gary and somebody else. It was someone and someone. It was only two out of the three of the new.
Yeah, because they
of
be
the new
changing
area
it,
Bahaman.
changing around.
Yeah. Because remember, there was
members.
the old Bahaman and there was
It was
the
the
new one,
90s Bahaman
and then
too.
the next one.
Right.
Yeah, because Rick then was a part of the newer
they
Bahaman,
was
like
a
2000
part of the
Bahaman.
2000 Bahaman.
Because if you watch there first,
But going back to that, that was kind of cool. But they brought them there to sing a happy birthday, and she was shocked. Everybody was shocked, and I was like, yeah, whatever.
but yeah. When did y'all first remember the VHS tapes? Because I think
They
the
don't remember
Rugrats one was.
VHS tape. They don't remember VHS tape.
Remember the Rugrats
You
one?
do?
I do. Yeah.
You do?
You remember the Rugrats one was orange.
Yeah, but a lot
Yeah.
of Nickelodeon tapes was actually orange.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool.
That
man.
was a good stylistic thing.
All about the
It
branding.
was.
Yeah.
It really was, babe, because I felt better than people just because I had an orange tape.
Yeah. Or rewinding. I remember every Sunday night after, like, I have this tape, but I think I still have that tape. It had like a bunch of old cartoons on it, and I'll put it on, play it in a VHS, play it back.
Freaking VCRs, eh? My God, babe. That was a lot of work, eh?
And
We
tape,
didn't
tape decks,
think it
bro.
was a lot of work, but
It was a lot of, you have to, if the tape come on, man, you have to turn your finger into it and push it back in. Oh, y'all remember this? When ringtones came back and you put if you wanted a song, you had to go to the radio and record the song.
Babe. Them old ancient technology, dog. I
Or
remember,
like, burning CDs.
yeah.
And dudes have to flip it. I was like, wait, when I get my car, I want to have a big pocket of CDs like this pulling out. Then, lo and behold, the iPod and music players.
Wipe all that out, dread.
Yeah.
I know. I remember, but I thought, like, I had a 30-second ringtone on my phone, and that was a big deal, dog. Literally, I had a 30-second ringtone on my phone, and that was a big deal, dog. And now I have like 300-something songs on my phone.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That's wild, babe.
Yeah.
That's wild, babe.
Or like even up until I was at UB, we were still shooting on tape.
Whew, going through all of those eras of doing those stuff was not fun, babe.
Yeah.
But it was not fun, babe. Because like right now, how easy access is, like, wait, y'all don't know what we had to go through there.
Yeah.
That used to
I
suck.
always tell my younger coworkers, I'm like, bro, I remember a time when 2K just first got introduced, bro.
Yeah, babe.
Or whatever. And like 4K and 6K and 8K is
Mhm.
fairly new.
Yeah.
And where you had to get these plugins and you had to do boom, 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 or get the tape and like convert the tape and the tape to digital, and then you had to chop from just one video.
But
That's
Like,
a lot.
yeah,
yes, but like real time ingesting it into the system, but
Yeah.
it ain't even like you have a SD card where you just put it in and take a couple of minutes. You have to
Yeah.
literally, if you shoot an hour, it taking an hour to go into the system.
yeah, you have to ingest it,
Ingest
then
it,
convert
take
it.
an hour.
Yeah,
And then render. Oh god.
yeah, you have to render. Yeah, oh, nights and F5, boy.
But them nightmares for real. I remember one time, no, not our group, but one other group was doing a project and the BPL was BPLing.
Wow.
And they shut off the day before we were supposed to turn in the project. Who gal say, yeah, I give up.
No, because remember, because me and PG was in IU at around the same time. We was in the
Right.
same film school class. So, Mr. Z used to make us like for class projects. We had to go out and make our own short film.
Right.
And it was this film where PG and Mick.
Yeah.
He was like,
I know what you're
it was like PG and Ariana. Shout out to all of them. They still around
yeah.
live and doing very well.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think did Mick to kill Brittany, who was his girlfriend?
They'd killed somebody who was supposed to be my girlfriend. They'd killed. I think Brittany
No.
was supposed to be my. No.
No, I think
I had a girlfriend. She wasn't never on screen because she was dead.
Yeah. So
That's what happened. But Brittany was in it for real.
yeah, Brittany.
We all were supposed to be
and
friends.
They basically the police find the body and they go back to the crime scene to look for
Right.
clues.
Right.
They searching, and PG was like, I tired of this. And them and Mick started scrapping, and it was slow mo. And then Mick was like,
You never loved her like how I
you
loved
never,
her.
you never loved her like how I loved her.
You never
always
deserved-
told
wait, that
me you
was
never
funny.
deserved her.
You always knew I loved her. You know I knew I was the one who loved her more. You never loved her like how I loved her. You always told me you never deserved her. Hey, wait, hold on.
I can send you the video
Wait,
so we
send
can put
me-
that.
I
We
was
can put
looking
the
for it, bro.
clip. We can put that clip right there. Baby. You just-
I was always
I
saying,
wrote
bro,
that.
that was one of the
thing
best
was- yeah.
lines ever.
That was.
You
funny.
never loved me
But
like
we used
how I
to
loved
walk
her.
around.
You
saying
always
that,
told
babe.
me.
See, the thing was, the plot of the whole film was, I had a girlfriend. She died on campus, and my friend, who Mick was supposed to be, was eyeballing my gal. He raped her and killed her on campus. So that's what it. That's what it was. He raped and killed her on campus.
Jeez.
And then when
Dark
we found out about it, we was like,
Yeah, because basically they found a broken
A part of a
piece
necklace,
of his
right?
necklace at the crime
yeah,
scene.
his necklace.
But the
right?
only thing is, right? How the police comb the whole scene? And
Yeah, but it was very loophole-ish, way.
Oh man.
I mean, it don't have to be loophole-ish when it comes down to the Bahamas, honestly. Don't give our police too much credit.
Yeah.
Did you get an A on your assignment?
Yes, but of course.
Yeah. Because we used to have wars to where we would shoot and critique each other's stuff.
Yeah.
So our film, it was a lot of films that had me in it dying. So one film, we could plug a lot of the films here. It was one film called, I forget what it's called. I was trying to be fancy with using big words. But basically, the first one we did was a dude basically bigging up this gal.
Oh no.
And then he basically like, wait, this ain't my baby, bro. I didn't freak out on her. So she cried. She was in the Q seat. The second film was...
They could just drop that.
I just say okay.
The second film was I trying to remember. The second film, it was starring me. But I was excited that I was finally going to Atlanta, working out. I can send you on the film because this was when I had my big fro. Was fat. I in the gym working, pushing them. Bro, if I see them, we be pushing them weights. What else be pushing now? They bro. And then this boy tried to jump me, and I beat him and spit on him.
What?
Yeah. So, what happened? Okay, so then it was the whole scene. Jamal was in the movie and all, like, bro, it was crazy, like. So then, basically at the end of the movie, I get catched by the same dude, like, yo, my light just go on beyond my eyes, getting drive-by shooting or whatever. Oh no, it was a scene where, homie, a girl, I think I was going to school and she slapped me. Like it was like a whole downward spiral.
These were very violent films.
Yeah.
Right?
So then it was another
It was
film.
cringy, buddy.
Yeah. It was another film. I think April. Shout out to April.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think what happened? I don't know how the hell I gotta go watch these because there's a next film we did. Because I remember I died twice, but I can't remember how the second time, the first time I died or whatever. Like, I can't remember if that was a gunshot thing or whatever the case may be. Anyway, I had this weird fixation with death at the time. So, but all those different things around that same era, that's when in Town Cinema had the game room.
Man, I wonder if I ever been to Town Center Mall game room.
I only probably been there like once.
I feel like
but I used to beat the mall.
I
game
feel like
room
I've been
a
to
lot.
Marathon Mall game room when they had a game room once.
Yeah. No, I used to beat that game room, because the crazy thing, the owner of the game rooms actually came to Inferno in November. The came to tournament, and just a full circle moment for him for having a gaming area in the Bahamas for young gamers, and then you having this big gaming tournament in the movie theater. More things coming along the way when in regards to that. Stay tuned for the updates. Free Luigi, I'm not your second option. See they saying, yeah. But let's get to the movies. So what was some of your favorite movies coming up? We could give it to the ladies because they was quiet the last 20 minutes.
But I said my movies, my films.
Okay,
You wanna
Kirsty,
go?
what's some of your films?
Well, I know my favorite film is The Parent Trap.
Okay,
I don't remember
yeah.
nothing else growing up except The Parent Trap.
Yeah, with
Best
Lindsay Lohan.
movie of all time.
Best of all
Best
time?
movie of all time. The nostalgia, man. You can't
I
beat
mean,
the
okay, yeah,
nostalgia.
cool.
Yeah,
Best
I mean,
movie as a kid of all time.
Best movie.
Of all time, but
Wow.
she put her foot
But the
down.
thing
Like,
about it is
number
around the
one.
same time a Parent Track that Titanic came out.
And I've never watched it.
I
You
hate the
never
Titanic.
watched the Titanic?
No, that's a good choice. Because the Titanic does not hold, no pun intended, does not hold water today.
But you should still watch it for the
Yeah.
culture.
No, don't.
For the culture.
I mean, okay, watch it for the culture. Don't watch it for the culture.
Happened.
Right.
I know what happened.
No,
Well,
you don't know what happened.
The Titanic actually was a bad film, though.
No comment.
No, but it's like, well, it's about them because it didn't make sense why he didn't come on the raft when the
That pissed me off. That still
Yeah,
pisses me
yeah.
off to this day.
Give it a bad score.
It was enough
just for that one
space.
scene.
like I'm freezing. Oh, we're in the water. And then feeling. I think the sound track for that movie, because that's back when soundtracks used to be crazy good, bro.
Yeah, baby.
Soundtracks don't hit the same no more.
No.
I mean, probably few and far between, like the Spider-Man and Black Panther soundtrack, both.
Right.
Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, and Black Panther.
Yeah.
Those hit. And then I would say some of the Pixar ones.
Yeah.
But like live action movie soundtracks don't hit like that no more.
Not no more for real.
Yeah.
Even Archie mentioned the Street Fighter film, but I remember back then I did like the Mortal Kombat film better than the Street Fighter one.
No, she mentioned the Mortal Kombat.
She did mention Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
I liked the Mortal Kombat film as a child. Looking back at it now, though, it was whack.
It
Yeah.
was.
Super whack.
Yeah, and about that,
both.
how do y'all feel about like things that you had on a pedestal as a child, and then when you watch back at it, it's crap.
You take off
That
the
for me was
nostalgia
Power Rangers when I
college.
rewatched it in 2012. I
Which
was
Power
like,
Rangers? The original? Mighty
yeah,
Morphin?
Mighty Morphin.
Really?
No,
I mean, I understand, but I don't know, but I
no,
kinda
but let me tell you why, right? Because when you watch it through the eyes of a child, because let me tell you why. At the time, Samurai was on,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Wait, it's cheesy, you know." And then I was like, "Wait, was it always like this?" And then when I go and do the research, I was like, Yeah, okay. Mighty Morphin was a little bit more palatable because of the time era and a lot of program.
Right,
was
you could
the
forgive
same.
it. You could forgive it.
And obviously it got better. Like In Space is my favorite cartoon, not favorite Power Ranger season. Next to like Lost Galaxy, SPD. Um Dino Thunder, of course. Ninja Storm. Like the Disney era have a lot of my favorites in.
Yeah.
But when they got back to Nickelodeon and more on the Hasbro, I'm like, they put back that cheesiness, and I'm like, bro, this is what we liked. What was that for y'all? Claire Bear?
I don't know. I don't think I have anything that was like cheap. I love all my kids' movies.
And
So I mean, you
never
rewatched
revisit
it
them,
today.
right? You like
You know, it have to be kids movie. It could be like adult
anything,
shows or
right.
whatever, with just ain't
would
hold
you
up.
just revisit it and be like, whew, why did I like that? What did I see in this?
Okay. I'm thinking. There was a movie where this guy, he was covered in all this blue stuff.
What?
I don't really remember.
Ooh.
Even Steven, no. Not
Liar, liar. I
something
think,
like
yeah.
that. I think so. You guys remember that?
Liar.
I know liar, but covered in all this.
Like
blue
he was
stuff.
covered in blue. Is it even Steven?
No, I know Goosebumps used to have a bunch of different things.
The Goosebumps show don't hold
It
up
was
neither,
a
bro.
movie. It was a movie. I can't remember.
Mm.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
But probably if let's say I watch like Chucky or something.
Chucky, like
Chucky.
Child's
Yeah.
Play, it kind of holds up, but it really don't hold up as much as it should have.
But I was scared of Chucky, bro.
It used
You
to
don't
be
remember Chucky?
I love Chucky.
gory, but it
Yeah.
used to be so gory.
Bro, I would be scared in the nighttime when the light to die. Watch Chucky and just be like, it's gonna pop out of the dark or whatever. Like, you know.
Well, the reverse of that for me is something that I thought was really good, and I still think it's really good, but nobody thought it was good back when it first debuted, and they still don't think it's good. Anybody watch the Cat in the Hat film?
I love the cat. What?
Give me a high five, Jack.
I love
'Cause
that.
Everybody think that's so cringy.
I love it.
Jim Carrey cat in it?
Yeah, it was
Yes.
Jim Carrey got in that, the live action got in that film, and everybody
Yes.
hates that with a passion. And everybody,
I have
think
to rewatch
everybody
it.
think I crazy for liking it, and I'm like, I don't know, y'all just ain't getting the humor or something. Like,
I loved it.
it's just so goofy that it works for me.
Mm.
And people is like, nah, bro, deplorable, because it didn't follow the book and XYZ and this and that, and I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jim Carrey, someone asked him a question for, like, when he was on the premiere red carpet for Sonic 3 about the Grinch, and then he slipped back in the character, like, and it's like, oh my goodness, people started freaking out, like,
On the spot, right?
Yeah. Shout out to Logan Winter. He asked that question about the Grinch. Let's see where we are with the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Let's talk about things about love and romance. And people always be like, yo,
Shoot, that sounded like soap operas back then.
why we can't get that old feeling back?
Yeah, because niggas who singing now in R&B, like they say in the meme, niggas ain't grabbing the air no more.
No, they ain't begging no more.
They ain't begging no
They
more.
open the arms
And
wide.
singing in the rain.
They ain't singing in the rain and dancing and spinning 3 times and stuff. Yeah, they ain't doing the
boy.
old stuff no more. That's why we can't get those feels no more. And plus, everybody is talking about taking somebody gal anyway. So
Yeah.
ain't nobody.
No, but they ain't begging no more.
Yeah, but
Baby, can you forgive? Like, you know.
everybody ain't messing up. Everybody just cold hearted now. They just cold blooded
Yes,
now.
that's what
They
it
don't care.
is.
Right. Yeah. Like you gotta mess up so you could be, begging and all that stuff. But no, niggas don't care. And they just be like, I just could take his gal and that's it. She could come over willingly because she don't care. And I could do it willingly because I don't care. And he could be the one crying. And the dude who crying ain't gonna make the song because it's like I lose. But everybody just taking the L's.
Yeah, but that goes back to what I was saying earlier, like how we have certain ideas because it looked great when our parents did it or grandparents did it. we wanted for ourselves and don't really know what that really entailed. Like, okay, a good case in point is like a show like Bridgerton, which showcases like 17th and 18th century England as an aesthetic. And we were like, oh, let's all be like, ha ha ha, and ballroom dance or whatever. But we sort of missed certain points. Like, okay, there was a courting season and people would get married around a certain season. And it was in this long dating and all this ha and things like that. What do y'all think about that?
I haven't watched Bridgerton, so
No, I'm talking about just the whole
I was gonna
having
say-
these concepts of what your parents have and realizing that, yeah, it don't necessarily work or it was just smoke and mirrors.
But I don't think I would be mad at having a courting season, you know, but you just be like, you know what? From June to August, try to get a garden. If you can't, try next year.
It was obviously
I'd be like,
cuffing
you know
season.
what? I might as well just try next year.
No, but I think we should have a courting season.
We really should.
Yeah,
Courting
like-
season is closed. You can't get a gal no more. You can't get a man no more. Wait until next year. Bro.
topic is getting fickle.
Bruh. I'm like, you know what?
I don't
You can
think
do that.
in today's society that would work because of
I
what we're
think-
promoting.
No, I think it can work.
I think
it's
that
just
could
that
work,
you would
but-
just have to set the rules. Like, hey,
Who's
Nope.
gonna follow these rules?
no, if you have a courting season, you tell everybody, yo, put on your Sunday's best and meet us at, let's not say Ross, on Fort Charlotte. And you're gonna have this ball, and then you're gonna meet someone. And then within 90 days, y'all gotta figure out whether, well, they sort of do that right now, 90-day fiance or whatever. So that's basically that premise of that, but it would be more so out and open, not under the guise of a TV show. So basically, it'd be like, okay, y'all about to get married or whatever. And you know, we about to be in a relationship. Like, okay, like how Pop the Balloon is to where people like trying to find someone and then trying to match. It would be like that. The only thing is, with Bridgerton and with a courting season, everybody in the courting season is nobility. So everybody, there's incentive for this woman to marry this man, and incentive for this man to marry one besides the people at play. If I'm marrying your family, this will help my family get this, that, and that, whatever the case may be. So, transaction.
When you watch the Pop the Balloon and I haven't watched 90 Day Fiance, but I assume there must be some kind of motive behind these things because the whole television influencer, I want to be famous behind
Yeah.
these things. So you ain't really looking for that love aspect. You're looking for, well, I won't blow up after this.
Yeah, never look.
No,
for
that's
love-
what some
never
people
look
is
for
come
love
on Pop the
TV.
Balloon
Yeah, never look
for,
for love on
like
TV,
for the
bruh.
clout.
So the motive already will be wrong because of the society we live in today.
Yeah, that's why
Most definitely.
the courting season wouldn't be a televised.
No,
thing.
it
It'd
wouldn't be.
like,
Just be
hey,
like, yeah, come
you
on.
will meet. We will basically vet the persons that are entering. They have to be of a certain social status, and then obviously they wouldn't be okay. Have children.
That's where it
previously
wouldn't
married.
work for me.
Why?
I ain't up for certain status. Certain social status.
No, I mean it wouldn't be like a high class
I'm
status,
a
but it would be like
loser.
it would be.
So it sound like everything cool coming back with a whole courting system.
Nah, we ain't doing that again. I tried doing
Bruh.
Find Your Love. Ain't nobody bite.
What if you do a Love is Blind kind of thing then?
We did that was
it.
Find Your
Yeah,
Love.
That's basically it.
Yeah, because basically for Find Your Love, right? And we can put the little teaser here. Find Your Love was you, let's say, and boy, it was a lot of chaos that day. Basically, we had the room split in half. Girls on one side, guys on the next side. You would have a conversation with the person and you wouldn't see them.
Right.
So all you had to go off on is that minute conversation.
Right.
And then at the end, when you see everybody, then you get to choose who you want to go on a date on. What do you think about that concept?
You want to start with connection before you actually physically
Yeah.
see the person.
So now you have to use your words.
Yeah.
And a lot of people aren't good with that.
Serious thing.
So, but I like that. When they shared that whole playlist Bro, that was a really chapsy time because the reunion special. Ah, boy. Oh, yeah, because Cassidy was there. Oh, man.
I was there
Yeah.
for one of them.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't think
he
the
was
first
at the-
was
no,
the
he was
second
there.
one,
I remember that.
Yeah, the
Was
reunion.
there?
Yeah. Oh, man. We can talk about that all offline. But yeah. So what did we learn today, guys?
Yes. What did we all learn today? What did I learn today? It was something earlier in the episode that I kind of did learn, but I can't remember.
Anything nostalgic brings me comfort.
That's it. Anything nostalgic brings you comfort. That's definitely it for real, bro.
Yeah.
I'm about to go home and play some game right now, but from
Anything
Super
familiar.
NES days.
So, nostalgia. Hollywood, please get some original ideas. Bring back the vibes, but not the same vibes that y'all know for sure could work. Try something new. After these next slate of Marvel / DC movies, well, DC probably gonna go on their little run. But after Marvel brings back the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, it's like, yeah, y'all gotta come up with
I'm
something.
just gonna say all time done once I finish.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all gotta come up with something new Hollywood.
Drastic, buddy.
Because every other day are we y'all rehashing some story, bro. Where is the originality? Don't let it. And I understand it's a money thing. So you want to see if it's a proper franchise, whether it be by book, whether it be by by book, by video game, some popularity to where it already has a fan base versus creating one from scratch. And with the writer's strike and the LA fires, the production of the most of this stuff isn't gonna be, the output isn't gonna be the same. That's why I like that Netflix and a lot of people started switching to grabbing kind of the content creators from around the world. So that's where you get your Squid Games and Money Heist. You got your I forget what the London show is.
I know what you mean. I can't remember the name.
Not Top Charters.
Right, I know what you mean. I can't remember the name off the top of my tip.
Is it Top Dog?
Now, too. No.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I know what you mean though.
But yeah, so it's like you could take these old concepts and make them new. But for the most part, be original. And that's why we're on the Original People Network, yeah, see? Because we just be original. So, PG, what did you learn today?
Well, I learned that there was actually such a thing as what they call
S
group.
Club 7,
S
boy.
Oh,
Yes.
here we go.
S Club.
I get him
Ain't no
started.
part like an S
You know we
Club
gonna
party.
play
Oh,
together.
man.
Again.
He's about to play it.
Man.
I learned that existed and that was a thing.
Babe, that was more
It
than
was just because all the other show bands at that time was rolling them out clearly.
No, yeah, it was the era
They ain't on
of
no time. They
boy,
ain't on no
grind, and
hierarchy,
girl band,
right?
bro. Like that late 90s. Well, I don't even say, well, pop band. So like that mid 90s to early 2000s. Everybody was trying to make a band.
Yeah, I bet.
Carson, what did you learn today?
Well, that Cartoon Network has a better lineup.
I was saying that to
than-
like,
Cartoon Network has a better lineup of cartoons than Nickelodeon. Even going back on
Indeed.
that trail, I didn't even remember that they produced all those
Yeah,
shows.
just-
yeah. Because they really was,
The
because they had
goat
Turner
break.
Broadcasting and Turner,
Right.
again, was because Nickelodeon, I gotta go research the premise of why Nickelodeon, the channel, was created. But yeah, they had the Hanna-Barbera catalog, which they own, and then Toonami. They were just really was just fully focused on cartoons. It's Cartoon Network. You're gonna hit you every hour of the day. You gonna see some animation.
They really was doing the Lord's work with Toonami, boy.
Yeah,
I tell you, bro.
because okay, like even with Cartoon Network, they ain't not stuff. Well, they had more. They had cartoons for every age bracket versus like Nickelodeon. They'll have Nick Jr., then Nickelodeon, then Teen Nick, then Ass Nick, and then Nick at Night.
Yeah.
Nick at Night. if we count program, they can like give us Three Company and George Lopez and Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
So it's like, Full House, all these different things. And obviously they was an original program and they was just syndications. Because all of them already aired, but it's like
There's two channels we didn't talk about. I don't know why y'all left them out. PBS Kids, CBS Kids. Like,
yes.
Oh, yeah, Dread.
Arthur.
I mean, come on, guys.
They was great.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. They was like a dark horse great.
Yeah.
Dragon Tail.
Dragon Tales, bro.
Educational, bro.
Yeah. The Magic School
The
Bus.
Magic
Which
School Bus?
Which channel Magic School Bus came on?
I think that was
PBS.
PBS Kids.
Yeah, that was on
Yeah.
PBS Kids.
Yeah. Good educational programming.
Real talk. Like.
Nick Jr. was fired too at Franklin.
He
Hey,
was alright. Yeah, Nick Jr.'s alright.
And Kill Bill, not Kill Bill, Lil Bill.
That would have been wild for Nick Jr.
Oh man. But taking us out, we gotta go again.
Oh God. There we go.
Oh, man.
I should just click end on the recording right now. Just stop the recording. This literally, there's literally option. I'm gonna say like a show that nobody else remember. You could say that.
And
This is
like,
it.
like an Escal
You could say that, and I think people would be like,
But thank y'all again for watching 2 for Cartoons. We about to sign off. Peace, love. Yeah, see.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire!
Watching cartoons separates you from others.